This t-shirt looks so good. Hello everyone, my name is Abhinav. I got this t-shirt for meeting my girlfriend tomorrow. Anyways, this video is way more important and very serious. And I want you to watch this video on full screen and listen to all the stories and everything I have to say. Alcohol and drugs in our life. Very important because I have seen people ruin their entire life, lose tens of thousands of dollars, almost lose their wives, their sons, their children, their life, their job, and I'm talking about my father here. I have seen the horrors of alcohol. I have mentioned this in a reel I uploaded recently that a person who has seen the horrors of alcohol has two options. Either they become a person who highly condones alcohol, or they become a person who drinks a shit ton of alcohol and becomes very dependent on alcohol. And my father was someone who saw the horrors of alcohol from his father, my grandfather. I never met him, rest in peace. But he chose the second route. He didn't choose to become a person who despised alcohol. Instead, he became a slave to alcohol to the point that he cannot sleep without alcohol. It is currently 10:45 p.m. and he's drunk right now. He's asleep and he's addicted to this point. He has tried to quit alcohol at least 15 times now and hasn't been able to do so because he has been drinking since he was in 10th grade. Now he's in his 40s. It ruins your life. Everyone starts slow. Everyone starts with one quarter, one glass, one shot. Everyone starts with that. Before that, let's do a story. I have loads of stories for this kind of videos. I got a call from my friend yesterday and he was like, "This is the location. Come right now. We have got things to handle." I went there knowing that we were going to get jumped. My ideology was that there's probably a fight. We had been, like, my friend group, my brothers had been getting into arguments with people, right? I mean, we just graduated high school, right? It's expected. And I thought, we're going to get jumped and all of that. I was very prepared. I went there. No one was there. I called them. They were like, yeah, we were on a stroll. They came there. We were standing in front of a very, very big shop in which they were selling house appliances, like, right, appliances and all that. We went inside. A friend came, someone like, not a friend, but a schoolmate. He came and led us to a room. We enter that room in the shop, and there are five people sitting there, five men sitting there. And I was thinking that we are going to get into this argument, disagreement, and we're going to jump these dudes. We're going to have a physical battle here. I was totally ready, but I made sure my body language was very upright. You need to make sure of that. All of that happens, and nothing happens. No fight, no arguments. It was just something important we had to talk about. And as all of that was happening, we were like eight or nine people there discussing things. One person whose problem we were solving, he was like, "Oh man," he was asking his friend, "Give me a vape. I need a smoke. Give me a smoke. I'm so tired. I'm so mentally tired, and I need a rest. Give me a vape." And his friend gave him the vape, and I was like, "Up enough?" And I was like, "No." I said, "No, I never drink and I've never drank." He's like, "Oh, you don't?" I'm like, "No." Why? That kid is 18. That person who was vaping was 18. Why is it a flex? Why is it something you have to do constantly? Why is it something he had to do when he was stressed? Why was it that when he was stressed, he had to take a shot of a vape? Another story. I went to this girl's place. We were having an internship actually. I was a graphic designer there. And we went there after the internship meeting. We were all sat down, like seven or eight people. And one of the guys there, he saw that girl's, like, whose home or house we had the meeting at. He was like, "Oh, we have alcohol here. Is that your father's?" And she was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Let's all start drinking." And everyone jokingly said, yeah, 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 we should, we should get drunk and all. And I asked him that you guys drink? And the girl whose home it was, she was like, yeah, we have tried, I mean. And I was so disappointed. I was like, everyone, by the way, was there 16, 17, 18, or 19 at max. I don't think there was any person 20 years of age there. All of them were teenagers. And I was so surprised that all of them drank. She was like, don't you drink? I'm like, never. Never has been my reply. Whether someone has offered me anything, or sometimes when vices start getting to your head, oh man, alcohol looks cool. Never. Never. I have seen the terrors of alcohol. I have seen what it can do to a person, on what degree it changes a person. Never in your life drink alcohol. You start slow and you start building up the habit. It's like any other thing. You start intaking caffeine bit by bit and you start increasing to the points you have sleepless nights. You start watching porn once a week, start building up the habit, subconsciously, addiction. You can't get addicted to the good things, but these vices, these things, alcohol, drugs, very easy to get addicted to. Pornography is one of the things. Junk food is one of the things. You start by eating once a day, 1 meal a day is junk food, and then you realize all you eat is junk. Make sure you kill the bad habit when it is tiny, because once it starts growing, it's finished. My dad is in the other room. He's drunk. He cannot sleep without drinking alcohol. Imagine. He has at least tried 15 to 20 times to quit drinking alcohol, but has failed because he has been drinking alcohol since 10th grade. I'm not sure if I've repeated this thing first in the video because I have been like this is like the sixth retake for this video. So if I repeat points, I'm sorry. And he did that. He started drinking in 10th grade because of relatives, built up the habit. In the last half a decade of life, he had one of the most traumatic experiences of life and became a regular drinker. He used to be someone who drank occasionally, only on marriages, then occasionally at home, then daily at work, after work, and now he can't sleep without alcohol. My mother and my father made me swear on my own life that I will never touch alcohol or I will never drink anything or do any kind of drugs. But the stories I told you of, all of these people who think alcohol and drugs are cool, it is not. This video, the motive of this video and the motive of me telling you guys all of these stories is that alcohol and drugs don't make you cool. If you think people see your stories and your snaps and they think, man, this guy's a thug, this guy's a bastard, this guy's a fucking like cool swagger, whatever. No. Everyone thinks you're a retard who is drinking his life away. The only validation you'll get for drinking is from other drinkers, people who have already ruined their life. Make sure who you get your validation from. Make sure who you get your attention from. If you get attention from people who drink alcohol, you will drink more alcohol. If you get attention from people who don't drink alcohol, you are less likely to drink alcohol. I had a friend, a very, very close friend. He is around 6'1" something. Genetically gifted. Genetically gifted. I am not. My wrists are pretty decently skinny. Both of my wrists combined, his wrist is that thick. Genetically gifted dude, a born sportsman, but chooses to drink instead. He thinks that clubbing, having drugs, hookahs, vapes, and drinking, especially at school. Whenever in class our teacher would teach us about alcohol, he would start shouting and just to show that how much knowledge he has for alcohol. And I would be like, man, if you think you're cool, you're not. Such a good friend. I don't want you to be like him. I want you to be great. I want you to be a person who achieves everything in life. I'm not sure if you guys can see the sweat on my forehead because the fan's not on because I can't afford to have the mic and weird stuff. I like the video quality. Actually, no. Actually, no. I'm so retarded. Oh man. Okay, from next videos, I'm gonna have the fan on and I'm not going to be sweating all this time. I just forgot that I have like, oh whatever. That doesn't need to be mentioned on this video. The basic outcome of this video is don't drink, boys. Don't drink. Have your pain raw. Have your pain raw. If you guys have seen that meme. Don't drink. Have your pain raw. Go through life without any substance abuse or any substance. Don't consume it in even little quantities. I condone it. You want to become a person that is master of their life, master of their emotions. Never drink in your life. Go through life without having to numb your pain out or having to rely on third party substances to just to make it to the end of the day. If you want to become a better person, if you want to actually no, if you want to master your emotions, you want to become a warrior, you want to have the mentality of a warrior, you want to be strong enough that you can talk properly, your words have meaning, people respect you when you talk, people respect you of who you are and who you can become, then DM me the word ASN on Instagram and I'll get to you. Let's end the video with the quote we always will end our videos with. We were never born warriors, we were never born fighters, but we live as one and we'll die as one. Forgot the intro to show the biceps. Let's go, boys. Let's get this. Live a life of honor and live a life full of confidence. I'll see you in the next video.